Welcome, come one, come all, to the fabulous weekly fan mail show with me and the marvelous Mr. James Heaney. Hello, James. How are you?
Hi, Danny. I'm doing really good.
Excellent, excellent. I don't know why I asked really, because we've been talking for 20 minutes, waiting for Morgan,
Well,
and
then I outright lied when you said, because I said to you when you asked me how I was doing, I said I had a backache. But it's okay.
yep, he's got a bad back carrying, just carrying all the other actors on his movie. But yeah, I mean, we're just going to stall for some time. I mean, also, I'm quite excited about this TikTok video you've just edited because he's been chuckling away to himself for the past 5 minutes.
It's
Like,
so funny. I don't know I don't know how long a TikTok video has to be. I guess Danny is saying generally 60 seconds, and I think that's what I've heard too. And right now it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's going to need some finagling for sure. But it is one of the funniest videos I think I've ever seen. It's just me falling off an Elden Ring after I say I die, fall, and lose like 6,000 something souls, 6,900. And then afterwards, I'm on my way to go get it back again. And Morgan's like, don't waste a life on it. And I'm like, Morgan, I didn't die the first time.
oh yeah, we saw that last week. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
We saw that last week. But before, because right now what I'm doing is I was deleting all the footage from previous weeks because everything's gone up live, and I'm gonna clear it out to have more space. So yeah, I didn't want to lose the raw footage of that before I made the edit, so that's what I did this morning.
Good job. Hello, everybody. There's an active discussion going on in the chat today. I've been vaguely trying to keep up with it, but it seems to be Dark Souls / Elden Ring related. So
Are you talking about in the Discord, or are you talking about on Twitch?
No, on the old Twitch.
For some reason, I was looking at it on YouTube, so let me go to Twitch. That's the faster place to see.
We've got El Scorcho on YouTube. Hello, El Scorcho. No, you are the legend. We are definitely not legends, but no, there's an actual debate going on in Twitch.
And now, because I've loaded it late, I won't know what the debate was. Could you kind of fill me in on it?
Well, not really.
I know I've got an opinion on it. I just don't know what I want to shout yet.
Something to do with some games on SNES, Darksiders, Atellus series apparently is good. I'm not sure. Alan Wake apparently is a good game according to the chat. Risk of Rain, something about DLCs.
I think I beat the first Alan Wake.
Oh, Alan Wake, yeah.
Yeah, I played it a long time ago. When I was on tour, it was one of the few games that I could play on my laptop, even though it was not because my old laptop wasn't that good. But Alan Wake played pretty smooth. I don't know if I beat it though. It was fun. It reminded me of Silent Hill.
It was great. They recently remastered it as well, and I checked it out. It's quite expensive as remasters go. And as I was playing through it on a remastered version, I was kind of looking at this thinking, it's dark all the time. You don't see anything. Like, what's the point in remastering this? Like, it looks exactly the same. The screen's just black.
Are you ready?
Oh, hello.
We're about ready. We're almost ready. Should we go live, Danny?
You guys are live right now on my stream. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, I just need a couple minutes.
Okay. No. Cheers, Morgan.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna shut it down. I'll jump back over there.
Oh wait, you're streaming?
Yeah, of course I stream every morning. James, please get the program. Okay, bye.
I thought you'd stop streaming.
How is that possible?
He'd stop streaming because he can't be streaming because if he was streaming, I couldn't stream. So that doesn't make a lick of sense.
I think he's lying to us.
I think
he's streaming some TV show, and that's what he's talking about.
Been some kind of technical miscommunication, but I'm just checking now.
I don't know for sure that you want to share what you're about to share. Are you?
Oh, nobody can. Nobody can see this. It's fine.
I'm back and not streaming.
Yeah. Okay. So we were a bit confused then.
So you were 1 second to go streaming, and we interrupted it?
No. I was streaming and I jumped in because I was waiting for Danny to tell me he was ready.
No, I did. I told you ages
We
ago.
told you about 30 minutes ago.
And
you said just a few more minutes, and I was like, okay, just let me know when you're ready. And then
I did on Discord because you stopped.
I'm never on Discord. You got to tell me on the stream because I'm streaming.
Well, you ended the stream.
When? No, I was just now.
No, you ended it ages ago. You haven't been streaming for the past 15, 20 minutes.
No, I have. Yeah, I literally just stopped.
That's so bizarre. Can anybody confirm this from the internet?
That's weird.
Yeah, we were chatting. We were chatting about the games that we were gonna play, and then I turned everything off, and I was like, I'm gonna go check and see if the guys are in the Discord. So I turned all my screens off. Everyone was here.
That's weird because the stream ended for me, and it let me stream.
Hi, I come from Morgan.
Yeah,
you guys are monsters.
I genuinely, yeah. I apologize.
And I have to take the blame because Danny asked me if we should wait for you any longer, and I said I don't think Morgan would be offended if we started without him. He'd just join in, and I did not realize we were hijacking your stream.
You weren't. Okay, here, let me tell you how it works. From 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I stream. If Danny jumps into the chat and says, hey, I need a couple more minutes, I always say, hey, let me know in the chat when you want me to stop streaming.
I do usually. I genuinely, it genuinely just stopped for me. And I thought you'd ended this. I showed you clicking around on Steam for a minute and a few other things, and then it just ended. And then I was like,
I would have just kept going. But it was like, 30 minutes in.
Yeah. But it's weird because we tried to do this on purpose the other week, and it wouldn't let me start the stream while you were still streaming. But it let me start the stream, which kind of implies that you weren't streaming. So I don't fully understand what's going on. We are on Twitch, right?
We were on stream, and we were just we're on Twitch.
I don't have a clue what's happening. I am sorry. Anyway,
you guys left me hanging. Can you guys handle this for a second while I use the restroom and grab some more coffee?
Sure. There is no rush. We can. James, chill.
Whatever.
You guys don't. I'm not.
We got to wrap this up. Is the problem?
We're nearly done.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Listen, we are professional. This is very professional. It was a seamless transition from one stream to the other. You didn't even see the joins. I mean, neither did we. That was the only problem. But outside of that. So, apart from you bad back, have you got any other announcements? Anything, Bear Supply related?
Bear Supply has a show next week. We're going to be doing it with, and I don't know, Morgan is obviously welcome to join whenever he feels comfortable, but he still believes it's too soon to be doing public performances.
I thought you'd replaced him with the two nice young ladies.
There will always be a spot for Morgan. He is one of the best improvisers I've ever worked with, and wonderful to share the stage. So there will always be a space for him. But that said, this week we're doing there was a team called Power Up that about probably 5 years ago stopped performing at the West Side. It was before the West Side closed down for COVID. A little before that, and it had a whole bunch of incredibly talented people, but one of those people is Johnny Cruz from the movie I just shot, and he plays Lucio. So Joey Greer is not able to make it this week. It's technically next week. So what we're doing is we're doing a show called Power Supply, and it's going to be some of the members from Power Up and some of the members from Bear Supply, and we're going to do a show together. So Johnny's going to jump up with one or two members of Power Up. So I'm looking forward to that. That's next Wednesday.
That sounds exciting. And also the name Power Supply. Fantastic.
I know. I
almost like it was meant to be.
I was so excited when I put it into the text thread because they were debating a couple weeks ago whether we'd cancel our Bear Supply show, and I don't want to cancel any shows because it's too hard to get shows. You start canceling them, you don't get them back. So I was like, let's get guests, and it didn't occur to me until just 2 days ago, and I was like, ding, ding, ding. What if we brought some people in from Power Up, call it Power Supply, and everybody loved the idea.
Excellent. Will this be available on the internet anywhere, or is it just?
I'll try to get it recorded. I'll try to get it recorded. I'm in charge of recording the Alchemy This shows, and I just royally screwed up the last Alchemy This live show. I got the video of it. The video turned out good, but the audio got all jacked. And so typically I'm recording the audio from the microphone board, and we're all sitting down on the stage talking into the microphones. And that show goes up exclusively to Patreon members. But unfortunately, I got it done faster than I've ever done it before. And the guy, one of the owners of the theater, is like, "Hey, do you want to do a quick test?" And I was like, "A guy like me doesn't need tests." Oh, and it turns out I did not. I had the recording coming off of the top microphones and not through the jack that was coming from the microphone board. So all my sound is like a microphone held up to a speaker instead of getting the direct feed. It's so annoying. So hopefully it will be. I'll record it, but I don't know because.
Wait, what is going on? You're hijacking.
So TLDR,
Bear Supply and meshing it together with some other team.
You heard that part. Aren't you?
Like
are you on the text thread or no?
I must have got removed.
I don't think you did, but
well,
it's possible.
Improv is dead. You see. Apparently, there's another improv group called Power Up.
Oh yeah, I know Power Up.
Power Up. So they're gonna because apparently Joey's not available this week or something of that nature. So they're gonna get a bit of a mishmash going on and call it Power Supply, which I thought was a fantastic name.
Well,
as of now, I think
Bear Supply should have first billing, so it should be Bear Up.
Bear Up.
Yeah, but that's not as good as Power Supply. Got you Bear Up.
Bear Up. That does sound pretty good though.
Bear Up just sounds like the
guy.
guy, just bear up, because this is going to be rough. That's what that sounds like.
So Johnny Cruz is definitely joining us next Wednesday. He's asking Landon, so it's probably going to be Landon. But depending on, we're just going to try to get a couple people from Power Supply. Is there any possibility, Morgan, that you feel ready to come back despite the fact that really the world is getting worse instead of better?
No.
Okay, I just making sure. But yeah.
Also, I want to address the elephant in the room. The man who needs no tests. I mean, surely you're not that ignorant. I mean, you know that you need to test everything that you set up. I mean,
I do.
He doesn't.
I do. Well,
he
so
doesn't know that. He just told you.
I do. I
He literally said to the man,
"No,
I don't need to test anything. I'm that confident in my audio that it will be fine."
Well, here's the thing: is I thought I had done a test because I looked at the little levels, the bars, picking up the audio, and it was bumping with the audio through the microphones. What I didn't realize is that you really need to test audio by listening to it instead of looking at what's coming through on the bars, jumping up and down.
The levels will go up if there's a load of static on the line. I mean,
yeah, that's true, but it was going up with the words spoken on the microphone because it was picking up the sound through the speakers. So it was like the test that I did was. All right,
I'm tired of talking about improv because it has nothing to do with GameFront.
Oh, okay. I had one last thing I was going to say.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was going to suggest to James, if you do want to record Bear Supply shows in the future, I've seen that they've got these new cameras, which are like it's like a sphere thing, and it basically records like a 180 or 360 degree view of everything around you, and then you can kind of crop in to just like a normal.
I have those. Actually, if anybody's interested in it, it's from a couple years ago, but there's a 2-person show that Morgan and I do together that is one of the best shows I've ever done. And it was with one of those 360 cameras.
Nice, because if you use that, then you can just kind of follow people around. You can do it in the edit, right? Yeah. You don't have to be there with a camera.
You could, but what you end up doing is you watch it on YouTube and you just use your finger on your phone, or you can use your mouse to click and change where you're. So technically, you could turn the camera around and look at the audience.
Or you could just do it as a 360. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's newer ones now which are so high quality that when you actually crop into it, it just looks like it's a normal camera, but then you basically just have the freedom to move the camera.
This is not good a quality. This quality is that it's 4K, But what you don't realize is when you stretch
When you
4K,
stretching 4K out across a vast and
4K doesn't go a long way. It's true.
yeah, the whole
Anyway.
thing ends up looking like it's 460p. But it is like, I mean, it's enjoyable. You can watch it. It's a really good show, and it holds up. It's one of the few that, and Bear Supply's lucky in that matter. There's several shows that we've done that really are worth watching afterwards, and that's definitely one of them. Probably one of the best I've done.
Well, I am excited. If there is an opportunity to record Power Supply, I would be very much interested in seeing that.
Oh,
show.
I'm
There should even
absolutely
be a
going
way
to try.
pay.
I just can't make any promises on results.
Okay. Announcements, GameFront related announcements. Morgan, should we tell them about our secret project?
we should. Yeah.
Okay. Coming soon to a television
soon.
screen, mobile phone, and/or computer near you. Will be the inaugural episode of GPW, GameFront Professional Wrestling, and it's going to be.
Sorry, James. Secret
Sorry.
project.
Secret
Cool.
project.
I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen because I had seen some. But go on. I don't know anything about it, so tell me. I just was anticipating because I saw Zach on something, but I don't want to.
We may have some teaser images. In fact, if you're a patron, I did share a little video that I recorded using in the new GameFront arena that we've made. But basically, what we're going to do is
against the rules.
Oh, here's a fantastic. I'm going to see if I can.
Just
share
because,
this.
yeah, no Patreon only content. That was one of the rules.
That was one of the rules. Basically, we've got a GameFront arena, which looks amazing. We've got the show set up and everything, and then we're going to basically create all of the wrestlers, as in all of the GameFront people, past and present. We're going to have like all of the. Well, my plan is to make everybody, so like everyone who regularly comments and chats and stuff will also be on the roster. And the way I'm going to do that is just go into the Create a Wrestler and then just click the random button and then just give it like a name for somebody.
That'll be you.
So it's just that'll be you. So, when you see yourself, wrestling for GameFront Professional Wrestling, you may find yourself not looking like you actually are. But
Can
anyway.
you share, like, if I made a wrestler of myself, could I share that publicly to everybody?
There's already one of you.
Yeah, you can do that, but yeah, exactly. You don't actually need to. We've done it for you, James. I was just about to try.
So theoretically, and I know this might be a conversation for off the table since I'm just coming in on this secret project, but theoretically, if like Amazing Jays is like, that's a cool character you randomly made for me, but I play the game and I've made one that I think looks pretty accurate, could they share that to you and you replace the file?
Absolutely. If anyone's got WWE 2K22 and they want to make themselves to go on the roster, then please do feel free to do that. And send me the name of your.
Well, it's got to be their screen name, so we know it's them.
Now, I've got a lot of questions, and you probably already have in your elevator pitch the answers to it. Should I let you continue to pitch it, or should I go straight to the questions?
Let me show you this before you ask any questions. So this will be my first preview. So this is still a work in progress, you see. But
that's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Let me just
James?
Let me just fit this to the screen. Well, I mean, it's not.
He gave you brown hair. Yet. That's your dream. To not have red hair for 1 second.
Remember that you can only have like a certain number of pieces and things. So it's difficult to make it like.
I understand that, but there's an extra piece that I think needs to disappear. It's like
the underwear.
You'll be pleased to know that I have removed the ducky flotation device.
Thank God. I mean, that's totally
the most accurate thing on there.
Yeah, I know. I thought it did suit his gimmick quite well, but
the only problem I have with it is that his eyebrow looks too cool.
Yeah, I have unruly eyebrows. I have definitely had people be like, "When's the last time you trimmed your eyebrows?" And then I've answered with, "You're supposed to trim your eyebrows." I had no idea. But yeah, I have unruly eyebrows.
So that's
self-conscious about them now.
So that's James, and then the other thing that we can reveal ahead of time, and I think this is a work of art, frankly, and this is Mikey's creation, not mine. Just to be clear, but this is the GPW World Title Belt. Let me see if I can just flip to that there. And as you can see, it's engraved GameFront champion. It's even themed like our themes and stuff. Like this is going to be the belt that everyone's going to be wrestling
That is
for.
so sick.
It's and the way it's going to work is we're just going to film. We're going to film the show. We're going to film all the matches, and then I think it'll be me and Morgan doing the commentary, as if it's in character. So it's basically improv.
Yeah, we'll kayfabe it as real commentators, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
which means that we both need to. So this is actually a question that I had. Maybe we can talk about it afterwards. But I was wondering, do we want to be like digital ourselves? Like, should we be like VTuber style and like have like little wrestling commentator avatars?
That sounds like a fantastic idea. We can look at. Yeah, I want this to be as different and as silly as possible to what we usually do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be fully kayfabe in character, professional wrestling show produced.
Did you? This is kind of on the topic, not an announcement, but did you watch any of AEW?
I didn't. I've not seen it yet. I'm afraid. I know it's basically the WrestleMania of AEW, isn't it? So
this is their third one or fourth one. It was mixed. There
show.
was a lot of good matches. There was a crazy match, but there's I would say if you're gonna follow anything in AEW, follow the Hookhausen or Danhausen and Hook storyline. It's the best storyline I've seen since I was a kid.
2 questions for you. Did you watch WrestleMania this year?
No, I don't watch WWE products.
No, well, to be honest, I don't. But I mean, I only watch WrestleMania just because sometimes it's like the Super Bowl, and it's like that's the one people watch even when they don't.
Yeah, but it's so sad because they just drag out some ancient wrestler, and then you watch Brock Lesnar or Roman
Sacrifice.
Oh no!
Hello, stranger.
Hello.
Who are you?
Identify yourself.
Do you get video, or are you hiding out at your house? What's going on?
I think I have video. I see you guys.
There is video. We have video.
Oh yeah, there you are. Oh, there's that cute.
We have the video.
The band is back together.
Every time I see Zach, I'm surprised at how cute he is every time.
Me too.
Every time I look at him, I'm like, God damn, I forgot.
I'm a year older, motherfuckers.
I was gonna say you're a year older than last time we saw you.
Oh my god! I want to see.
I think.
What happened to
There he is.
He's got FOMO because he can't bring his browser up fast enough.
There he is. You're beautiful. You actually look
birthday?
a little younger. What's going on?
I'm Benjamin buttoning it.
Did you let bees like sting your face to get like Botox going?
Yeah, Wicker Man style. No, not the bears.
Ooh, I watched Jackass this weekend.
Oh, so before we move too far on, I've got a couple questions about the wrestling show.
James, audio.
Yes.
Oh, he's got his audio coming through the thing. I just had to mute him.
Oh, so the everyone has to listen to him as an echo, or
no?
Did that fix it for you, Zach?
Oh,
and he just muted him too.
Okay.
Okay. So here's question number 1, and I think I know the answer. People aren't going to be doing the wrestling. It's auto-generated fights, correct?
What do you mean, people?
Like, it's going to be the AI, or could theoretically I control my own wrestler as you guys comment on the fight, and I wouldn't have any voice in it. It would just be me controlling the wrestler. Who's controlling the wrestlers, guys? You must have talked about this.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be. They're not generated fights. We're not like, we don't set the card and we're like, this person wins, that person wins. It's gonna be.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Because I had the idea for Bear Supply a long time ago. I had set and recorded Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears football game in Madden 2020. And my hope was we would just announce it. Didn't happen because a bunch of people shit on the idea. But
it sounds like a terrible idea.
It's a great idea. It sounds similar to what you're copying off of me, which is using the AI to battle each other, and you announce it, right?
So
wrestling commentary is a little bit different than football, where
it's it's the same. I get what you're saying though. It's simulated sports, but so it's going to be a little bit of a mix of using the AI to do, because there's a mode in this game called general manager mode where you can basically like set a card of matches and just let the AI wrestle them together. But there may be a couple of matches where we just either me or Mikey or whoever wants to do it takes over the controller just to add an element of randomness and stupidity
Really?
into it. I
I
guess
thought they
we can
were
just
all
we can
gonna
just
be.
we can just leave it to the AI, but it might. Just
I think
be
it should all be AI. It's either all AI or it's all controlled.
Okay.
I think doing
Well,
a
then
mix
for
is weird.
time reasons, then it'll have to be all AI.
Yeah.
Well, I
So,
would like
yeah.
to reserve the right to jump in and fight as my wrestler if I need to, just for good old fashioned like that's my guy. I gotta put my
How about this? And how would we do that? Because everyone would need access to WWE. I was thinking that if somebody's AI generated guy makes it to the championship match, then they could control
Yeah, that seems fair.
just for the championship match or to defend their title if they win it. But that's probably a long ways out. We're not going to make a champion on the first episode, are we? I guess we have to.
We have to have a tournament
well. I
to
feel
declare
like,
the champion.
in all fairness, I should be the champion to start with because the backstory is that I'm the freaking champion.
I would say
Well,
backstory to my
we probably
character.
make Mitch the champion.
let's not forget that
Jesus.
there's let's not forget that like most wrestling shows, there are multiple championships. So the one I showed you there was the GameFront world title, but
Yeah, I know of one more, and there's already a champion of that one.
let's not forget there is already a second champion already.
There is already a second champion.
What?
You know,
the fuck
And that
are
is
you guys
that is
talking about?
that is a way where
Well-
you can set out to like so that when you're bringing in new talent, you can give them like a slightly lesser championship, but they're still can call themselves a champion. They still have a belt, and then they won't lick their chops for the main belt.
Yeah, it's a bit like in boxing, I guess, where you have like a cruiserweight and a heavyweight. Although it's not
And
quite like
what-
that because it's a
what,
bit more arbitrary. But
What system are you guys on? Are you guys on Steam?
Capitalism.
Oh.
I'm just making sure it's on the Steam family account, correct?
correct.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to use the Steam Family account because you guffawed it too much.
Because I bought my own character. I bought one copy of a game so that you didn't have to share it with me, which would have been a problem we've already encountered.
MG. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is a toughie. Morgan, who would you rather be, David Arquette or Scott Conn?
In what?
In what you have to ask, wrestling fan?
Well, I mean, David Arquette won the WCW title that time, and it was quite infamous for being very bad. So I wouldn't.
Yeah,
want
have you
David
seen that
Arquette.
documentary? Speaking of which, you wrestling weirdos.
No.
Okay,
I do know this guy.
Okay, Jimmy King is the main character or the wrestler in the movie Ready to Rumble, played by Oliver Platt. Is that not perfect? That would be Danny. Danny would be Oliver Platt. I just got to know which one of you is Scott Conn and the other one David Arquette. But you both work septic tanks.
I guess it would be David
Okay.
Arquette. Yeah, I'm definitely David Arquette.
I kind of thought so, but he's a real goofball in it.
That's fine. I can play a
Okay,
character. I'm an actor.
because Scott Conn's kind of the looker, so James does fill that role perfectly.
Oh.
I can't
did
wait
you
for the
guys-
movie.
I think I might have
Scott's
mentioned this. I'm not sure.
Wow.
And this is WWF legendary stuff. Have you guys heard of The Young Rock?
The TV show is apparently good
Canceled.
but goofy, but probably cancelled. But I haven't actually
No, it
watched
is
it.
canceled.
Oh, is it actually
it
cancelled?
is? Oh,
that bad?
that's a shame.
Okay.
It got 2 seasons, I think.
I think people
Yeah.
were pissed.
That it was canceled?
No, that they're portraying, actual people in different ways. That
I haven't
from
seen the
reality.
show yet.
Well,
but,
yeah, go ahead.
a couple weeks ago, we had Michael Strassner on Bear Supply as a guest, or I guess it was about a month ago, and he plays Jerry the King Lawler in The Young Rock, which is pretty cool. I see pictures on his Instagram, and he looks just like Jerry the King Lawler.
Mm.
And then in his same Instagram feed, you see people dressed up as Bam Bam Bigelow and everything from on set, and it's so crazy how well they make. I haven't seen the show yet, but it seems like they did a great job casting.
How do you know you've never seen it?
Because when he joined up with the Bear Supply that week, I followed him on Instagram, and he shares all of his pictures from on set. That's how I know the characters look so cool.
I've heard mixed reviews on that. Like, I've heard some people say, like, the people, like, whoever was cast as, like, Triple H and The Undertaker apparently don't look anything like them. And it's all a bit weird to watch, but...
Did you guys ever play that Netflix choose your own, like,
I really enjoyed the Black Mirror one that they did. I don't
Bandersnatch?
Yeah, Bandersnatch was great.
Was definitely better than the wrestling one, where it was The Undertaker, and I can't remember who the three young guys.
I did not know they did a wrestling one.
Oh, it's... I mean, if you like wrestling, you might like it a lot. Oh. Reminded me of that Studio 666 movie that Foo Fighters made.
I could talk about this all day, but James has got to get out of here.
That's true. Let's rip through these comments.
We would say for the end of the announcements, we did just finish Lego Star Wars. It was amazing. It was very fun. We played through all 9 episodes of the Skywalker saga, and we will probably be starting tomorrow with Hades.
Ooh, cool.
That's it.
I've heard that game's really good.
I've heard good things too.
You guys play Bastion?
But I own it.
Oh, that's good.
Danny runs the intro.
I'm just trying to find a moment. It doesn't matter.
Danny runs the intro.
Our Young Hero says that Todd Champion, and I don't know if that's real or not because I'm not familiar with 80s WCW, apparently works at a car dealership near to where he lives.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
I could imagine a lot of wrestlers ended up doing things like becoming second-hand car dealers or other
minor local
mundane
celebrities.
Yeah. Anyway, Elden Ring episode 33. I think we start off with today, and as always, Jays kicks us off with when you guys have multiple recording sessions in a week. I think it's cool when Morgan reads comments at the start, almost making this entire show redundant.
I really like that idea though.
It's not an idea, it's something we do.
That's insanity. That's what an insane person would want.
Well, no, it's helpful because then James gets the tips in real time instead of because he was missing fan mail, but it shouldn't happen for a long time yet unless you get cast again.
So here's kind of the trick that we just ran into the other day, and I don't know if the video has aired yet, but we didn't get comments yet from the previous video, so it's actually kind of a reverse problem where one of the videos hasn't gone live. So I asked a question for tips on something before we then in the next video encounter
both those are live.
Are they?
I think so.
But so sometimes if we do 2 videos in a week, one won't get published, so it kind of takes the ability to comment off of it.
But we have not been doing that the entire time,
except
like waiting for comments. No, we have been doing it the entire time, recording several videos in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's not a problem. You guys are good to go. Well, and I've played through this game. I know what to do.
Mm-hmm. So then we have Amazing Jay saying they still didn't get the faith items from Stormvale in this video, did they? We didn't? I thought we did. Yes, you did. That's Elmano Mike coming in and telling us. And then Amazing Jay says, I must have blanked and missed it. I thought they were supposed to go through the imp door and grab them, but I only saw them lure the giant to break the statue and then go to the bottom of the castle and fight the boss. If Elmano Mike says you did it, disregard my earlier message. And then Elmano Mike says, he sure did get the Godslayer seal and the Book of Incantations of the Black Flames. Great. Good.
Yeah, we did get them.
That was a wild ride because I had actually read that, but I did not read that we didn't get those things because, like, damn it, we're going to go back to that same place again.
TJ, time stamption.
What does that mean?
We're gonna go with the third take, Morgan, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Do you want me to freestyle one for?
Yeah. Just throw a couple vocal arrows into the air.
Just a goofy one for just in case for the just for the editor.
Yeah.
Tim Estampe shun.
Third one was the best.
Okay, we'll go with the third one. Nice String says, James, you better let Morgan finish speaking, or he's gonna become violent.
Instead of gentle lentil, violental.
And then I don't know what this word means.
Bravissimo.
Bravissimo.
What is that?
It just means well done, bravo.
Who put it there?
Not
You
me,
did.
not Morgan.
It wasn't me. I don't even know what the word means. You did it? TJ Slusher, 4238. James must be real bad at duck hunt.
I don't know. First of all, I was good at duck hunt because I put my gun right against the screen. And I
That's cheating. Okay.
Wait,
What
what
is
God.
it? 42. Wait, what was
Imagine that doing that in
22,
real life to
38,
an
is it?
animal.
42,
4238. Yeah.
Sorry, Punkard. Sorry, that sounded
just
bad taste.
slightly off topic.
No violence to Punkard.
But speaking of my James Creator Wrestler,
No.
you know when you can set the attributes to be like you know when you can set the attributes for like honor and integrity.
That
and
bird
how much
roasted
they,
you.
cheat and stuff like that. I definitely set James's to maximum on all of those.
Are you
so
kidding me? I don't cheat.
surprise me at all that you walked up to the screen with Duck Hunt. You know, just putting the light gun right next to the screen. Just so whenever you fired it, the entire
That
screen
was when I was
registers
a
as
child. As an adult, I don't do that.
No, you do. That's because we don't have light guns anymore. If you had a light gun, you would do that, and you know it.
Elmona Mike, 25 seconds. Timestamp for the reminder for the timestamp for episode 31. GameFront. Ha 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 ha.
I won't play that one.
I actually today I edited that. I put it up online. So Morgan, if you wanted, I clipped the timestamp I was talking about and it's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Well, I cut it already and I put it. It's the good resolution. It's on the OneDrive.
Oh, you have started using the OneDrive.
I just did today because I was putting I put a boss fight up for that contest, and then I put that clip up there, and you can edit it further. It's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds right now, but it's the whole thing of
nice.
I didn't die, but we're on my
way. Oh yeah, if you did all the cutting of the things out for me, that'd be perfect.
Yeah,
912. What was on that lunch you had, James? Oh, this is a good one actually. We should see that. 912. Mike has been going hard with the clips. If you haven't noticed,
new game players in the area.
Oh my god! I just pulled like the nastiest hair out of my mouth. It's not my hair. I guess it could be Bunker's hair. How did it get in my mouth?
That's nasty.
Oh yeah, how did it get in your mouth, James?
You know what?
Punkard,
I don't remember.
Practicing kissing with Punkard.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Oh god. Okay.
Who likes the Jiffy? Who likes?
Okay.
Well, you do not like the Jiffy now. That's got salmonella. Get it out of there.
It starts to get a little contentious now. 2038. Left. If only you had done what Uncle Morg said. But there you go. Haha. I believed you also. Oh yeah. F that comment. I believed you also didn't do the bottom part and trigger Regier Bloodstain when he gets cursed. Oh,
2038.
Still don't think we've
Got a
done
bit
that.
trigger happy there. I'm sorry. 2038.
2038.
All right.
Easier. That's what I'd like to do first.
Yeah, so go up
Because
here
I
to the
can't
left.
get that giant and get.
Go up here to the left.
I'm gonna get this
left,
thing really
left.
quick. Okay, I'll go left.
I gotta go.
That's funny to you.
Like Tourette's.
That's
And then you
really
immediately
funny.
proceed to. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm
Oh yeah. Wait. Play this out.
Okay.
alive.
Oh, do you
Don't
die?
Go anywhere.
Oh yeah. Of
I
course he
was having a
dies.
Very relaxing Sunday, and this is very stressful for some
I
reason.
don't think I do.
Oh,
die.
this isn't the one you
Hanging out
fall
playing
off.
games.
There's one where you
Are
definitely fall
hanging
off.
out, and
I thought it
I'm
was the
playing
same
video
one.
games.
No, he
But
doesn't
then
fall.
why is it stressful?
You deserve to
That
fall
was
if
pretty
it makes
funny,
you feel better.
Yeah, he did.
Mhm.
You
Yikes.
deserve to just launch off the edge of that.
God forbid something happened to the kid. His parents should have taught him better than sitting on a fucking elevator.
Escalator.
Escalator, not elevator.
2630. I hear you, Morgs. James, listen to this part at fan mail. Something that will help with that is to avoid over talking Morgs, especially when he's giving you the answer to your own questions, unless they are rhetorical questions. It's funny for us, but it might be very frustrating for Uncle Morgs. Just food for thoughts.
I don't know if I ever do that.
Well, here's the video evidence.
Oh, Great.
26:30. This is a harsh one. This is very triggering for me.
I guess the part that I find frustrating
Is what?
is that I feel like maybe you don't like we have bad communication sometimes. It's a given that's going to happen in any relationship, but I feel like maybe you don't care to work on the communication. And that's the part that hurts the most, I think.
Yeah, that's not funny. I was totally letting you talk, and you had nothing to say. I don't think most of them are going to come down here. I did what you said.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm guessing
Continues on.
Okay.
Then you ignore me
You're not
multiple
listening to me right
times
now.
throughout that conversation. You're having a
Well-
conversation with yourself at that point. And I'm having a conversation with myself.
Because I just don't feel hurt, you know?
How does that make you feel, Mort?
I mean,
It's hurtful.
Oh, straight
That-
to a Boston.
James?
huh?
Straight to a
It-
boss for James.
It makes me feel good.
I mean, I mean, I'm not
Talking to
a,
yourself.
It's interesting.
I'm not like a behavioral psychologist, but I'm watching this and I'm seeing, Morgan basically saying, I don't feel like I'm being listened to, I don't feel
I'm
like I'm
acting
being heard.
crazy.
And I'm looking
You
at James's
are
face,
acting
and all I see is a man who is
wildly
clearly not listening to you. And
Yeah.
also
He's
just like
actively
smiling away to
ignoring me.
himself. Smiling away to
Yeah.
himself as well. And just like,
crazy. So what did I
Yeah.
miss here? Is it not? What's that the they're in
Uh,
Boston? next comment?
the next comment is
2700, strike 2. That's when you ignore me a second time. But that's in the same
okay, we just see
conversation.
that. We just saw that.
And then 2715 is strike 3. That was cold, James. That's when you ignore me a third time. You're literally having a conversation with yourself, and I'm telling you how you never listen. Like I never feel heard by you, and you're just yammering on about nothing.
Well, how do you know if you're too busy talking about how I'm not listening to you? Maybe
That's
I was
not-
saying some
Wait, are you
important
not
stuff.
listening to me right now? I would talk to you and then listen, and then you would talk about something else.
Let's read what El Mono Mike has to say.
Okay, 50-45 is what we got.
50-45. In James's defense, I kind of had this problem when I was doing Danny Souls because it can sometimes be hard to concentrate on the game and listen to the other person talking.
I find that
Yes, patting one's head and rubbing one's belly is difficult.
It is. I've tried it, and it's really hard.
Yeah, James has just started out with making video game videos, so he'll learn eventually.
3 decades later.
Kamikaze, once things started falling into place, I couldn't even count to floor before the great sage Babahini, the weenie, giveth us this bounty. Praise gravity, hail silence. El Mono Mike nicely said. The Dark Genius in the Twitch comment says that you ignore me a lot. He says you do that a lot, James. So this is a eye-opening fan mail for you. It happens over the course of several videos. 5303, you got that right, James. The rats are the only ones that have a rare drop of rune arcs since they are considered to feed off other tarnished ones. Interesting.
Good to know.
5905, you see that bloodstain in front of you. If you touch it, you get to see Roger gets cursed lore. Great rune, James. Strongly recommend you to get more familiar with rolling out or jumping to avoid enemy attacks. Otherwise, it will get painful when you try to block one-shots hits from boss fights, and there are many of those in this game.
Hmm.
Do you need to see that footage? Or do you know where? Do you know? Where
I know what
is?
I think that's the blood stain that you were trying to get me to push, right? The one
No,
that we
that's in the
didn't
next
see?
video.
Oh, that's in the next video.
Yeah,
That's a good part.
yeah.
Okay, we'll quickly show you then, just so you know what we're talking about.
Play it on the team. On the
Oh, can you not see it?
Get those fake
young
items
hero.
left
No,
behind.
it's just doing
I
it.
didn't push too far forward. That blood stain?
What is that?
Oh,
I assume it's that bloodstain.
Ladder.
interesting.
Do you know where you are?
I didn't know that you had to hit it. We should go back and hit it next time.
It wouldn't be too hard to find that, right?
James, are you looking at the Twitch chat?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the video.
Luis Sandoval, Morgan, you need to be sainted or something. Your patience is great, but seriously, you need like a breathing bag or something so you don't pop. Let's work on that communication, fellas. Clear goals provides clear direction. James, are you willing to work on communication with me?
I think the Dark
Yes.
Genius is right when he says this is an intervention at this stage.
Communication. Yeah, we'll work on that.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Topic.
It's
I think
slow churn.
I think streaming episodes both on here and Twitch would be cool because sometimes I like to scroll Instagram while you guys are playing.
Let's do it.
Oh.
I'm not sure I understand why
I think
you
in the we were talking about doing it in the game, like having him stream and then also play.
Well, I think the streaming would be PvP, right?
Hopefully.
And it would not be
Hopefully
like
we would just get
because
invaded
it
over
wouldn't
and
be
over.
the same thing, and we wouldn't if I was doing PvP, we wouldn't count those deaths. Oh, but you were saying I would start a second. So this is me listening. You said that I should start a second game, so that I could create a character that was built for PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be interested in that. It'd be
The
so
title of the
tempting to just
episode.
play the game, though.
All I can think is, God, he's back at Stormvale. Dark Page, for God's sake, James, when you are fighting something that's flying, jump in the air and hit them. Rhythmic, James, if you are in an open area, you should always just check if you can summon some boys to help, especially if you are having a hard time, like you tend to have. Rhythmic, did James ever fight the Crucible Knight in here? I don't remember. Dark Page, it's good you are using a shield. It helps from you actually reacting to attacks. Oh, boy. Getting roasted. Brad Hahn, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. James, pulling back on the stick when doing jump attacks. That's for the boys.
Venture says, James, you're doing so good, James. James, you're doing good. You're doing a good job, James. You're doing good.
Is that
Well, that's
trolling?
good to hear.
I
think I did pretty good, actually.
I think there's been some mixed comments. There's been some heavy trolling, and certainly criticism about your communication. But I think there's been the odd sparkle of positivity in there as well. So
That's good. Ooh, lost the plot completely yet. 408, improv is more than just forcing a joke. What is this, a merchant? You knuckleheads. Fist bump.
what's 408? Is it worth playing?
It's a timestamp.
No, I know that.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, when people go into improv being like, I'm gonna do the funniest jokes, and then just try to interject jokes instead of creating a scene or creating the world or like building a pattern, or most of the times that people are making fun of improv, it's because they haven't done the basic necessities of
Creating
improv.
the world around you.
Even
You might
listening
not
to
have,
me talk about improv is boring.
I mean, I can see why someone with an ego may want to do that. I want to be the funniest. I want the funniest jokes.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
It just becomes stand up at that point, right? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with another person standing there trying to connect with you. Oh wait, leadership works.
Hammer that home, Morgan. Hammer that home.
Sponsored by Teeny Heeny Weeny Beanies. Warp to avoid the clap.
Mm.
All right. 4720 James.
I think it's rap to avoid the clap.
Oh, rap to avoid the clap. Fair.
I was like, warp to avoid the clap. I don't know if that would
I've been playing a lot of
work.
Star Wars.
Do you, Morgan? Can I just ask you without risk of you asking why? I'm wondering. Do you know of an animal, or maybe if Zach is still here, an animal that has the clap? And do you know what disease the clap
no,
is?
no, oh god. Okay.
Zach,
We just
I'm
wanna
not
know
there.
if this
Why
is
would
something
Zach
that
know
we-
what animal has the
I-
clap?
No, so I know exactly why he's asking this question.
Do I know which animal has the clap? No, I don't know this.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. The
Zach,
question effectively
Animal.
is there an
has-
animal that is famous for having chlamydia? Is basically what he's trying to
Oh, otters.
Human.
Otters. No,
That's not the answer he was looking for.
It says otters have been known to have a favorite stone that they carry around in their armpits, as well as looking like they are clapping when doing this. You can even hear the clap out of the hard shell hitting the stone. Eat a dick. I'm right.
It's definitely humans.
Jesus.
Oh
No.
yeah, koalas. Koalas are really fucking
Okay,
stupid
thank
or
you.
something. With
Wow. Okay, there you
Okay,
go.
thank God. Thank God.
Wait,
Okay.
Okay.
I can't
well,
really give context on it.
I mean,
I had
human-
an audition. Okay, I'm
So,
gonna get
I
myself
can't
in
give
trouble.
context, but you're going to do it anyway. Go on.
Yeah.
All right, I had an audition for a TV show, and in that audition, it talks about how koala bears are riddled with STDs, and they say it runs rampant in their species, and that's the end of the line. But in my audition tape, then I mouth the word chlamydia. I go, but then when I told Danny, well, first Aaron didn't know that, and then Danny didn't know that, so I was starting to worry that I was wrong and that might not even be the thing that they have. But I can't really give more context than that because I shouldn't be talking about it. But I'm glad that Zach confirmed that I was right on that.
Wait a second. Chlamydia is the same thing as gonorrhea?
Well, I don't think so. So I thought the clap was chlamydia, but I might be wrong about that.
I think you are.
That's fine because the script was not about the clap. It was about koala bears being riddled with STDs.
I mean, if it helps make you feel better, there's a few people in the chat who also figured out it was koalas. So I think
I
you
feel
must be
like-
onto something.
It was on
Okay.
the John Oliver episode, I think. 'Cause
That's
I
probably
don't-
where I learned it.
I don't want to get like super technical,
Yeah,
but okay.
Why we?
So
yeah, I know.
there are fewer than 100,000 koalas left in the world,
Oh, you
Oh,
do want to
God.
get super technical? Cool. Okay.
and so there are 1.8 million reported cases of chlamydia in humans. So the animal that has the most chlamydia is humans.
Not the ratio.
well, yeah.
But even if
Uh,
all koalas had, they would only be a tiny percentage.
But
of
when you
the
talk
amount
about
that humans have.
percentage,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
well,
talk about
because
percentage.
1%.
because there's over
let's
a billion.
let's talk
there's
about
like-
math. I think
how-
we've always shown that we are just very smart guys.
How
and,
many
like,
humans are on the planet? Isn't it like over 6 billion?
It's like 7 something.
So
like
when
7
you
people.
Compare like if you had a group of koalas, maybe 10 koalas and a group of 10 humans, you'd probably be in a worse shape. You'd probably get
Over
chlamydia
time,
from the
let's
koala.
just be honest. Everyone's getting chlamydia.
No, we can stop this. Come on.
No, we can't. I just gotta get my hands in there. Get my clap on.
Koalas are cute, so
Yeah. Oh, that's true too. But I think they just like mash their faces into their crotches or something like that.
Some
It's
parts
some-
of Australia, up to 90% of the koala population is infected.
See, that's not humans. I was going to say Americans.
Yeah, I think
Americans
yeah.
are close to that, but we're not there.
As a population percentage, I think the koalas are ahead.
Well, yeah.
Is that
but-
not why it's called the clap? Because like, who hasn't clapped?
What?
Just did it. Okay.
Well,
No.
as
All right.
our young hero says, the numbers don't lie, and it spells disaster for the koalas. But perhaps we
Oh,
should...
this is true. Are you young here? I mean, in some parts of my house, 100% of the humans have it.
Good to know. Let's move back on
So-
to Elden Ring.
Is it the room he's in right now?
He'll never tell.
Yeah. That's how we keep it going. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wash your hands. And your dick.
I
and
will-
balls. And vaginas.
When I was fighting fire, for some reason I
Buttholes,
was the person, like, I took a first responder course, so everyone thought that I had like all this medical experience, even though it could like only like stop you from getting heat exhaustion or like stop bleeding or so, like basic stuff.
Those are pretty important.
Well, yeah,
to,
it was
to
the
stop
stuff
somebody
that
from
was-
getting heat exhaustion, do you tell them to go stand in air conditioning?
Yeah, I mean,
no, usually throw them under a bush and then you water all the hot zones: crotch, head, armpits, and then
And-
That's how you get chlamydia. You throw them under a bush.
But there was this kid from another crew, and like one of his we had 2 crews working in this area, and the guy came over and he's like, "Hey, can you come look at my buddy?" And I'm like, "Sure, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh, something's wrong with them." I was like, "Oh no!" I thought he had like a chainsaw wound or something. And I go over there, and he was like, "It burns really bad when I pee."
Oh,
I was like,
bummer.
I was like, "Oh no, bro." I was like, "Well, like, have you been sexually active?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Did you is it like a partner?" And he's like, "No, I had sex like 2 weeks ago with a girl that I met at the bar." And I was like, "Did you wear a condom?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "You gotta go get checked
Yeah.
out.
That's
have to
when
go
you
to the
found
doctor, you need penicillin." Like, you're messed up.
Where's the chainsaw? I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I was like, I can do nothing for you.
I bet you wish you had gotten a chainsaw wound, huh?
I don't
Seriously,
know.
get your dick out of that fire, you fucking moron.
It was just wild. I was like, what? How crazy?
I'm putting the fire out. Oh, my dick burns.
But in general, I mean, just wear a condom, please.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, just even if you're not having sex, just everybody right now.
I always
get one.
do. Just in
yeah,
case.
I always wear
Yeah.
one too. Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
put a second one on if I'm gonna have sex.
Sometimes I try to get one over my head, Howie Mandel style. That guy, remember he's a comedian? Fuck.
Comic Guy's Ice 4720. James sneaks up on a troll from behind, but not too close. James, does he see me? At the angle and distance you were at when you said this, what did you think spotted you? Invisible butt eyes? Ruffle cakes. This is classic James.
Classic James.
Classic James.
Does he see me? Or is he...
He stops for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like in a
He just
different
drags it
visible
back.
butt eyes, we could be friends.
And that's the end of
Me
the
and
clip.
this giant.
End it. End it.
Steve,
Oh, is that a Star Wars? Is that a Star Wars reference?
What?
I don't know. I didn't see the Star Wars movies.
Any
So
of
you
them?
just, whenever somebody says something really like epic or like sounding, you think it's a quote.
I
from a Star
assume
Wars
so.
movie?
Yes, after he's played the Skywalker saga, figured
Oh, man.
whatever his name was yelling something like that at the end.
Kylo
Darth
Ren?
Maul. Oh yeah, Kylo Ren. That's the guy I was thinking of.
have you
Driver.
really never seen
Yeah.
the Star Wars movies?
I've
Don't
seen the
fall
Star
for
Wars
this.
movies.
Don't fall for
I've-
this.
I was gonna
I've
say,
seen the Star Wars
I,
movies.
I would be a bit confused if you hadn't.
Star Wars First Contact, Star Wars Insurrection, Star Wars The Motion Picture,
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars Wrath of Khan, Star Wars
Beautiful.
Voyage
These
Home.
are my favorite Star Wars films.
Star
Wait,
Wars
what was that
films, me
comment?
too.
Yeah, with that
Bravo,
Darth Vader and Doctor
Misio?
Spock.
Bravo Misio.
Bravo Misio.
Bravo Misio.
Bravissimo. Bravissimo. Is
Yeah,
that how you say it?
yeah, it's Bravissimo. Not Bravo Missimo.
Is that English or is that the American?
It's Italian. Well, it's Italian. What do you mean? It's Italian.
Mi scusi, mi scusi.
Is it?
Bravissimo.
You know, it's Italian, like Spaghetti Factory, Cheesecake Factory.
Bella.
You know, and they say the quality
It's
of GameFront is
debatable.
worse on the Defy Media. I honestly don't. Yeah. Steve the Ghost says, which one are you to? 9 minutes and 20. In Bloodborne, you have eyes on the inside.
I think this is a reference to the hair that I pulled out of my mouth. We could check, but I would bet money on it.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, we've seen that bit. Name this episode James and the Unfindable Giant. That's quite a funny name.
Well, I found him, so he's not unfindable.
Touche. And then Steve the Ghost again says 2314. I've never seen anyone use 3 different weapons at once to take out a scarab. Is that worth watching?
It's pretty intense. Yeah.
Scarabs are enemies that don't defend themselves and just try to run away. They're basically lizards. Oh my god, that takes a lot more than I thought.
Hit it. Get your flail out.
Okie dokie.
Flail, and then the flail.
Got it.
Jesus.
Good call.
That was some
If
panic.
if they ever add
reference
daily
switching.
challenges to Elden Ring, there's one for it.
Yeah.
Fight a
Use
scarab.
use 3 different weapons to kill an enemy.
4910. James Buddy, pal. The whole point of cheesing an enemy is not to put yourself in a position to die from it. Sit back, relax, throw open a moat, and bask in the glory of the cheese.
I know the spot that they're talking about is when I'm coming up out of that little hallway in the door, I think, to kill the giant.
Yeah, for no reason.
Well, to speed it up. And I don't want him to, like, turn around.
Turn around.
And I also sometimes feel bad about cheesing. I think he's just going to die. From
That's an
poison at
internal
this
problem.
point. I could just,
Yeah, I don't know why you came out here.
I don't know why.
Oh, but he's gonna he dies, right? Spoiler alert.
No, I survived.
No, not James. I gave him the benefit that he was going to survive.
Oh yeah, the guy is poisoned. He has like no life left. He should
Yeah, I'm
just-
just surprised. Yeah, like you said, the cheese in. You should get yourself a nice cheese plate when you play the game, James, and just
Actually,
like
that's a
snack
great
on it
idea.
while you
I
cheese
keep
it up.
a cheese plate
I
next
mean,
to
do
me.
you
You
know
could
where the
leave a
cheese
cheese
comes
plate all
from,
day.
though?
His toes
Oh, okay.
Toe cheese.
or
Yeah,
moon?
that would actually
Is
be
it from the
fine.
moon?
It's
Oh
not
yeah, that's
funny.
vegan, right?
Moon cheese, toe cheese. Yeah.
Both?
No, moon cheese. The moon is not cheese.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
I think you'll
40
find that, according to Wallace and Gromit, the moon is definitely made of cheese.
Oh my gosh, here we go. The English people in their Wallace and Gromit. Let's
Gromit.
hear it.
It's made of cheese.
that
That's quite a
all
good impression,
close?
actually. Yeah, it's not too
You guys
bad.
make one claymation masterpiece and you won't shut up about it.
on the sheet.
Shaun the well, it's kind of a spin-off, isn't it? But yeah,
Yeah. It's all the same.
Fine.
I like Shaun the Sheep.
So the third 555 Heaney moment, when didn't get rid of Giant, get rid off Giant, picked up the fight with the other enemy, James.
Roasted. You
I
got
think
roasted.
this is generally like I was trying to get Giant to chase me, and he didn't chase me, but then I like ran in a circle and got everybody
Mhm.
looking at me. This is what I assume.
You can tell James is starting to get a little anxious about these. He's like, "Don't hit the button. We can't
Well,
watch
keep
this.
in
We gotta
mind,
keep
it's an
moving on."
hour and a half after 10, and we're still on the first video. So that means we'll probably be here for another 7 hours.
Well, and I've already been going since 8:00, so I only got about 15
And
minutes left
I
in me.
didn't tell you this, but I have to wrap today by at latest 5:45.
What?
Okay, but what rap are you gonna do? Or is it a warp?
I now teach class on Monday nights. I picked
Oh.
up a second class.
You didn't.
Did
tell
you
me
rap
about the
class?
second
I
class.
just-
You know they say those who can't do teach,
Well,
and those who can't teach Jim.
So,
Jim's a
So
guy
the-
who, well, he has problems.
so this rap class that you do, what would you recommend as like a good rap for a beginner?
well, this is improv level 2, so I'd recommend level 1 first.
Right. Okay. I thought you were teaching
Maybe
a-
for
I thought you
some
were
people,
teaching a
but
rap-
Danny's ready. Okay,
It's
Danny
not a
is-
rap
Yeah.
class.
I thought you were teaching a rap class. I apologize.
This is
Mom's
crazy.
spaghetti.
I wholeheartedly and 100% are telling you that Bit Venture is not me, but now I'm thinking that I'm having like some kind of psychotic break and that maybe it is me.
Because you remember
'Cause
writing
this-
this comment, but you were logged into the wrong account. I mean, it's okay. To
No,
admit
it just seems it's like written in my same, like if I wrote an email to myself, it would look just like this. This is like my writing style.
So you're that predictable? Not only do they have access to your emails to figure out how you write. Yeah. Wow.
Morgan, looking for new gameplays, eh? Let's do it, and maybe we can resurrect a little old loved but never forgotten channel.
Let's
That does
go.
sound like
Fire
it.
me right now.
Congratulations.
It sounds
You
like
just played yourself.
A
King
lot of people
Kings.
have been telling you to use this brass shield. Sorry.
Is that not what I'm using?
No.
Oh, didn't I just level it up a bunch?
Yep.
Oh. All right.
Volk says, nice video, guys. I worry about Big Morg's sanity through this series. Still, the Elder Lord beats another hard enemy. Exploration tip. James, don't forget to explore the right side of Lumia?
Lineara?
Lumia. Especially the bottom and middle sections, your beast eye might quiver. And if you see a long
Ew.
knight with a spear and shield, kill it.
Oh, mate, then my beast eye is quivering.
Oh.
Okay.
That sounds nasty.
Don't touch
right?
it. Don't touch it. It's sensitive.
I mean, I didn't write that. I mean,
Your beast eye is quivering? That's disgusting. That sounds like something
My
Shakespeare
one-eyed
would say.
beast is quivering.
That's not what it says.
What do you mean? That's what it means.
That's what it means, yeah.
It's only got one eye because it's a one-eyed beast, and it's quivering.
Ew.
And I think it's gonna throw up.
Yuck. Pill.
It's sick.
Maybe it's because of the headband, Morgan, but maybe it's because of the headband, but Morgan looks like some thug moving cardboard boxes in a B-roll 70s, 80s cop show or action flick. The headband also likely helps Morgan keep his head from exploding after interacting with James for so long. Now, good thing Shield lets James ignore Now, good thing. Shield lets James ignore a lot of things about enemies. Oh, the shield. That makes a lot more sense. Or we'd be in Stormvale a lot longer than we did. If you are going to upgrade shield, at least get the biggest bang for your buck. There's another better version of heater shield. It's to the east of Warmaster's shack at a small checkpoint on the road. I think I know where that's at.
I'm
I
gonna write
just
that down.
have the greatest idea because the way you're dressed, Morgan. I think you should do a live recreate or like on stage reproduction of Do the Right Thing meets Harry Potter. So, because you're kind of dressed like that teacher that then has Voldemort like in the back of his head with the wrap around his top of his head. He's like keeping it down low, but it also has that feel of Do the Right Thing, where you could also be delivering pizzas on the side with your homie. And oh gosh, who is it? Danny Aiello? He the guy who runs the pizza place?
I don't know anything about either of those movies.
Really? Harry
Yeah.
Potter?
No, I've fallen asleep in every Harry Potter movie I've ever tried to watch.
Oh, okay, well this one happens. This stuff happens at the end too, so then you are done.
I've fallen asleep in the theater 3 times trying to watch Harry Potter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
really
same one?
No, I tried to watch 3 different ones.
Oh, you were just hoping. You had high hopes.
Yeah, I
Was
was
it-
like maybe
It was the Chris Columbus ones, probably.
There's Christopher Columbus ones.
Yeah, crazy, right? The guy discovers America, and then he goes off and makes Big, Home Alone. No, wait, he didn't make Big. Penny Marshall made Big, but he made Home Alone. Oh, maybe that's all he did. And something with Adam Sandler. Click. I think he made Click.
We're on to Death Store, episode 13. Steve the Ghost, 650. Morgan's Milkshake brings all of the construction workers to his yard. I think I just. Oh, it's because my.
Like, I don't
there's
trust my-
constr-
Oh, because there's construction going on.
Yeah,
I don't know that I heard the construction.
it literally was shaking my entire
Stop
house.
shaking my house.
Oh yeah, you just mentioned that. Yeah.
Stop shaking my
They
house.
gotta stop shaking my house.
There's definitely
nerd. Did you hear that, nerd?
It sounded so nasally.
shaking my house.
Excuse me, sir. You are shaking my house quite violently.
Can you guys stop? I'm playing Death's Door with my friend over Parsec.
I'm gonna fight that guy.
You know what? I think you'd win.
Yeah, I hope so.
And then Ken Eric says, "A new Death's Door video makes for a good day. Gee boys." And then he follows up with, "Are you hot or something, James? You keep yeeting yourself in the water constantly." Now, I thought yeet was supposed to be like a celebratory sound that you make when you're excited. Yeet.
No. Oh
What?
my God.
Where did you? Nope.
Don't. James is the boomeriest non-boomer I know.
I don't know what yeet means, I guess. I don't know. But I do know that I kept rolling in water on accident when I was trying to remember what button to push for the hook.
Yeah, but you've been playing Snake on your Nokia 5320 when you're out, so you're getting better at video games every day.
Oh, that takes me back.
Ken 86 have been pretty sick lately. Just want to say GameFront have been one of my few highlights in the last 3 months. Thank you so much for creating good, funny, quality content, and I really appreciate all that you do. Heart,
Oh,
that's a real glad to hear it. Pretty sick lately.
I almost
It's
no,
too
I can't. I
Because
can't
it's such
do
a
that.
heartfelt, real comment.
Yeah, we have to. No, I can't do that.
how about no problem?
No, we give him a real reply.
all good is
tell him-
worse. Okay, we'll do
Tell
a
him
real
that it's-
reply.
yeah, that's about.
Tell
Tell
him
no,
it's-
not what
yeah,
I'm
it's-
saying.
Whoa,
Don't
shit.
dictate it. And send. Dictated but not read by Big Morgs.
Hope you kick that gonorrhea. Oh, God.
Got it.
Dictated
Got
but
it.
not read. Oh, gosh dang it.
So gross.
That's very
My
sweet,
microphone's
Ken.
in
I
the
hope that
way,
you're
so he was
feeling
kind of tripping me up
better.
there. But, yeah.
I want to gag.
Oh, Ken Eric's here, so you know how we feel, Ken. Yeah, exactly. Get better soon.
Yeah,
it's,
our
it's
preference is
unspoken. We're
that
not going to
you
say
are-
it. You figure it out on your own how we feel.
So sincere, Danny. So sincere.
No, I am. No, I am.
He's
honestly,
English, to be fair. They don't talk about their feelings. It's fine.
Oh, that's true.
That's,
Yeah.
that's not true. I mean, it is, but I mean,
It's just
Anyway.
a nasty stereotype that happens to be kind of true. Well, Ken, I hope that you're feeling better, and I hope that the content keeps flowing. James, are we going to be able to make some content for Ken? Or
As long as we get done with this, eventually we should be able to get some content.
Milk every last dollar out of improv that you can?
I'm going to, yeah. Once it's dry, I'll move on to a new town.
Carpet bagging his way across the country.
Yeah. Monorail.
There he is. Ken's here, you English scum.
Yep. Well, suck it up, Ken. Cup of tea, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's
lip
right.
and all that.
Just get on with it, son. Anyway.
Oh, wait, no, it's TJ Slisher. A very productive vid, bras. Got a lot of exploration done. James seemingly put hacks on. That sword looks great. Glad you all got it. Morgs, you just sit back and let Jabs finish the game. Ha ha. That's real comedy.
Modern lentil. Everything I kill is old fashioned. Wow. It's kind of deep.
Waka,
Guaka,
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 guaka. I'll see myself out. That has to be a Muppets reference, right?
Or he's having a stroke and trying to say guacamole.
Because we were doing the guacamole because we had the, nacho cheese is one of the bosses from Dark Souls. And then there's Cool Ranch. And then guaca, guaca, guaca. I'll see myself out.
Kamikaze's Mushroom Dungeon, shortened to Mushy Dung.
Mushy dung. Gross. 1446. What an incredibly devious and evil punishment idea. Good work, Morgan.
Ooh, what is it? I don't even know what it is.
What's that? 1446. I'm always interested in a good punishment.
Rails.
We should do gross. A stream where you have to send like 20 carefully worded emails that have.
Oh my god. That would be torture. And then I respond exactly with what the video says.
I think people would
that
really
would be
love to see that
for me.
process unfold.
Based on this conversation, I think, yeah, that would be pretty funny. So, like, very
Watching James
important
do
people as well.
emails.
Like, we need to gather like the 20 most like influential people that we can find, and he has to send them a very serious email to all 20 of them.
Yeah, he's essentially cold calling them, and then he has to ask them different stuff. He's trying to get something from them. Just a random email where he's trying to like obtain some kind of like a meeting or something like that.
Well, the longest emails I write is like an explanation for why I'm sending someone an invoice. Those are always very awkward and long because it's like they know they're getting an invoice from me, but I'm like trying to explain because a lot of the things I send invoices for kind of seem like bullshit.
James, the invoice tells you what it's for. I know. That's what the whole point of the invoice
That's what an invoice is.
I send
That's why you send it, so they know what they're paying for.
I send an email with it to explain what they're getting an invoice. For.
Well, to be honest, this is a very British thing to do. Like, I'm very sorry that I have to charge you money for the services that I just rendered, but this is what I need money for. And
maybe I'm partly British.
Yeah, I can see why you're
sure
doing
if you
it.
did your DNA.
Yeah, but
yeah, if you did your DNA, James, you're probably partially British.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it in my lab today, later, sometime. Punkert, get the lab coat.
Love the intro. I don't specifically remember this intro, but I'm sure it was. I usually I feel like I've got pretty good. This is for Death's Door. You want?
Elden Ring. We're on Elden Ring now.
We're on Elden Ring now. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh hey, Danny, how you doing, man? How are you, Danny?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Okay.
It's possible
drop a
that the
comment
intro
down there
is
below. Like it, hit the subscribe button, see if you like that even much, and then go over to Twitch and then see where that's at. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was a simple one.
Yeah. What's going on with the audio? Or is your like it seems like you're not like there's like little digital problems going through Discord. Hey, bye Dark Genius, thanks for hanging out, man.
I mean,
hey, it's the attention span of a goldfish.
What's the question, Morgan? Are you talking about the volume of me talking to you right now, or are you talking about the video clips volumes?
I'm not talking about the volume of either. There's like a digital distortion in my voice on these videos.
It might just be because I'm streaming them, or
no, it's on the video.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would say that the most likely thing is that there is already
Oh, here we go.
maybe already a filter on it when you're recording it, which is why I don't hear things like uh the construction behind you. And then when
No.
I put it in there and balance the sound, maybe the distortion is where it's cutting out from the original recording to block out some other audio.
I don't know. You should listen to it again. We should listen to it right now.
Okay.
You'll hear it. It's just it sounds like the internet lags. Drop a little comment down there below. Like it. Hit the subscribe button. See if you like that much, and then go over to Twitch and then see where that's
Hear
at. Okay?
Yeah, I think that's just Discord. to be
Oh,
honest.
you weren't doing that with your voice?
No, it went digital. It
I
just
know.
went-
I'm
No,
fucking
that's
with you.
definitely what happens sometimes in Discord. And whatever I'm hearing through Discord is what I'm recording.
Yeah.
I have to start an alter ego where I'm just Nasal Morg, a new character where it's just
Nasal
me, but just
Morg.
as whiny as possible. The people want
The
it.
other option, if we wanted to avoid stuff like that, would be recording a separate audio file and syncing it.
Yeah, which is a pain in the butt.
It's a pain in the butt, but it might not be too much work. If you wanted to start doing that, we could.
Nah.
There is a third option. You could
What is that?
record. You could record together. You could
In person?
Tell James where you live, and he could come visit you. And you
Yes.
could
No.
record there. Oh.
This is my office is literally a closet.
It's probably safer if one of them at least keeps their location like under wraps.
Yeah. We all know where James lives.
Yeah, we all know where James is. Okay?
To be honest,
right now, at the moment.
You laugh, but I think I could, with a very high degree of accuracy, figure out exactly where James lives.
Dude, there's those guys who do that stuff on like the geolocation game or whatever it is. Yeah.
Well,
of
no, I
course
mean,
some-
it's just all the clues he's giving me. I know he lives near where the Street Sharks hang out on a corner shop near in Venice Beach. I know he lives on the ground floor. I know roughly which street it's off. Like, it could be. It's not difficult to find out where James lives.
Well, you don't want to walk around Venice asking, "Are you part of the Street Sharks?" You'll get
You don't.
beat up
You,
for
I
sure.
mean,
Yeah, you
you don't want to walk around Venice.
this is
really,
Jets
from what I
territory.
understand, but, yeah.
I mean, it's all right. Sure, you're gonna step and poop every once in a while, but
Oh, it's so bad. Shit shoe. I hate it.
but if you walk around for Venice long enough, you'll hear the Street Sharks singing. So then you just walk towards them. But they're also skating around, so they're very fast. So you got to catch them.
Yeah, so just chase after them.
Yeah, just as soon as they'll turn around and hit you with the skateboard. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm always very
oh yeah,
curious
just
about...
in general, never try to fight someone who's skateboarding. I don't know why people do that. Because they
because they have a weapon, they could just whack you over the head with a skateboard.
It happens all the time. You see videos of like old men like confronting a group of teenage skaters and then like push one of them, and then one of the teenagers just hits the guy with a skateboard. Like, what did you think was going to happen? You can't bully a bunch of teenagers with skateboards. This is mostly a warning for James. Almano Mike.
Are you talking about that video of the guy getting like knocked out?
Which one? I watched like 8 of those a day.
No, well, we're just telling you, James, you got to stop getting those street children together and like forcing them to beat people up with this little penny boards you give them.
Yeah, you can't start your pickpocketing gang. It's too late. It's not the 1800s anymore.
Oh God, what is it from Oliver? I can't think of the character's name. Yeah.
I played Mr. Brownlow and I wanted to be Fagin so bad, but I'm glad I was Mr. Brownlow because the part was smaller, and it turns out I wasn't very good at memorizing lines as a child.
Same here, man. I don't know why I got all the main parts. Macduff wasn't the main part, but it was way more lines than I could ever remember.
Yeah, that's terrible. 712. I feel so sorry for Nick Hanley. It must be so painful that you might need some Pepto-Bismol.
I don't know what that's in reference to.
940. Now that's some gangsta talk from someone that doesn't listen to rap. Sorry, Morris, you took one for the team here. I give props for that. Metal figures. 1730, or just use the shackles you buy off the NPC patches. Could have saved you half of an episode. Nice inventory management. BT dubs. So that's talking about the shackle you got from patches, which is an important item, and I'm glad that you picked it up. 2430. Now you sound like brothers blaming each other. It's all good, guys. We're glad to watch regardless. I must say that we are lacking on the amazing storytelling that James usually gives us.
Okay.
I don't know why I haven't been telling the stories. I think it's because I'm doing so good in the game. It's
Hmm.
detracting from the storytelling.
Yeah. I guess you've just been kind of like phoning it in lately. That's what he's saying.
No. 25. Never give up, James. Never surrender, no matter how bad things get.
Can we see what that one's in reference to? It looks like it keeps going because 25:45 is the next time clip. Mike, are you still here? How many clips did you put in this?
I like these guys.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. Oh.
This does look like you're in a right pickle here, I think.
Oh my
It's
god.
a slam dance.
You know, I'm not an expert on this game, but I'm impressed you survived as long as you did, to be honest.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Morgan's like, you don't have to worry about those enemies. Just run through them. You can't
No.
run through them.
No, you absolutely
That's what
can.
happens. Well,
I can run through them. I guess apparently we learned that you can't run through them.
uh-huh.
Yeah. You ended up getting what you needed anyways. 25:45, you sure got that right, James.
Shut a bit.
That's just directly afterwards.
We'll skip.
Because you were standing there for too
All
long.
right,
You didn't
I'll
keep
try it
moving.
again. And this time I really will run through it. But I have a hard time believing it. These are the kinds of videos that make people think I'm not going to be able to beat it in less than 1,000 deaths.
Yeah, this is heavy evidence against your 1,000
But I'm
death run.
sure that whatever's behind this hidden door is probably a game-changing, like really going to make it so I never die anymore.
No, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Oh, I
at
do
all.
make it, don't I?
Yeah.
Do you make it this time?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, you can't run through there, obviously. 25, 30, 50. James, look at your partner's face. How crushing it is for him every single time you just speak over him when he's giving you the answer of the question you just asked him. Keep being strong, Morgs. This one's hard too. Hard watch, but we should do it.
Just disconnected, so I wouldn't be able to jump that. So it looks like
Well,
the
you gotta go
entrance would
back a
come
little
from
bit.
over here. Right?
You got to go back a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta go back a little bit.
I don't know,
Danny.
James.
All right.
Oh, you need me to
Daddy, you got to
rewind.
go back.
What time do you want to start from?
You just got to go right before that when I'm telling James where to go. Keep going back.
All right.
Back. You're starting at the same spot over and over again. Back.
This is the magic
There you
castle,
go, this-
huh?
Back.
Yeah, so scroll the map down a little bit.
And this bridge is disconnected, so I wouldn't be able to jump that. So it looks like the entrance would come from over here. Right?
Is that right now?
That was it. So he said scroll
Back,
the
back.
map.
back. Danny, what happened there, man?
He thought it was the video.
I know, but what?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Wouldn't make any sense for you to be saying back while moving around on a map like that. Oh.
Anyway,
Essentially, James asks a question. I start to answer him, and then James starts answering his own question in the middle of me giving an explanation.
Easy for you to say, Morgan.
What does that
Back.
mean?
Gotcha.
Back.
Left.
Alana Mike says 35-15, great choice with picking up those demi-humans. And if you use them during the night time, their eyes go red and they are more proactive in attacking. I strongly recommend true travel and explore exclusively at night, and you'll save yourself some time since certain things only occur at night, and avoid revisiting places. Another reason to do everything at night, Kamikaze says, is every enemy sight radius is shorter. For James, that means enemies have to be closer to you before you're seen and they react. Great idea, Kamikaze.
Just because they explain it like I'm 5 explanation afterwards.
Mm-hmm. 3817 from Elmano Mike. Nicely done, James. Now, for future reference, these guys, you want to get higher grounds and jump on top of them and do an R1 attack while landing. And it would do a one-shot kill to them sticking his hands inside the little hole on top. Huh?
That is a good tip, actually. We should check that. You know the Rolly Chariot Fire guys?
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
So we might be able to see it in the clip. Yeah, look for the top of his skull.
Nice.
I mean, you do really well against this guy.
Nice. Very
These guys
good
tear me
job,
up.
Dabs. Those are very hard to kill.
Fire Blossom.
Yeah, that was
So
easy.
if I was able to get onto a
That wasn't
rooftop, I
easy.
could drop on top of them and one-shot them?
Yes, they essentially have like a kill spot up at the
and I
top.
got some.
That's pretty cool.
herba.
So for later, but that is a good tip. I went hard in this one.
Wait, which is this?
40-20.
Oh,
Just the number
James,
of
this
clip.
is the moment that you better have one and need it rather than not have one and already on it. Wait, I must be having a hard time reading. This is the moment that you better have one and need it rather than not have one and already on it.
You can jump from a horse and hit it? I did not know that.
And then
Uh,
Elmano Mike says, oh, snap. I thought you had already bought it. I thought you had bought that already. Trust Morgs on this one, James. Shame on you, Morgs. You should have done this at the beginning of the episode. I won't tell no one. That was the shackles, I think, right?
Yeah, that's for buying the shackles. 4805, what it does, James, is when you use that item, it also reveals all hidden walls in the area. It becomes very useful when looking for a hidden path or hidden doors.
Oh,
TJ, Danny is gonna enjoy all these Monday. Thanks for your service.
I was literally just about to say I'm looking at the scroll bar and I'm a bit concerned, but because it's not we've not got very far through these. So,
I think I know where most of them are, so like we don't need to watch
yeah,
every one.
you
of them,
do,
but
if you
some
want to
of them are
watch
worth it.
one, tell me. But otherwise, I'm just going to assume
Yeah.
you're not watching.
5308, great job, James. Keep them coming. Great improvement on the gameplay. You saw that, right, Morgs? Gamefront. What was it? I didn't see it. Come on, Mike. James finally made the request of like, comment, and subscribe in his own way. Oh, James is picking up some of the slack. It's good.
Without a doubt, the most frustrating video in a while. James constantly attacking needlessly. Morgan, you're a saint. Oh,
True.
sorry. James thinks they'll attack him from behind so he won't run through, but he thinks it's good enough to aggro everything and charge a fireball to kill them.
Mhm.
Okay, that does sound, with that explanation, silly. Bo Socks then goes on to say, this is my third comment. Does James know that the B button will roll and offer a moment of invincibility? Or could you just shield the magic bolts endlessly? Or you could just shield the... Well, I can't because I don't have the stamina for that. Well, Brad says, well, if you're talking about not using your golden runes, I have over 600,000 worth sitting in my inventory right now. But I can't use them because I might need them later. Okay. Is this below enough, Big Morks? Is this below enough, Big Morks?
That's what it says. And I'd say further,
does it
did
mean?
you see where Twitch was?
I don't know
confused
what
by
that's
this.
in reference to.
James, please pay attention.
Well, I'm guessing
TJ
you
still
saying
shared little thing. I thought this
Yeah.
would work. Let me get R2 to hack YouTube so I can get more below error.
I'm guessing because you said put a comment below and you saying is this
Oh,
low
yes.
enough? But I don't understand what the Twitch bit is about.
It's all part of the... If you guys watch the videos, it would all make sense.
Cool.
right.
King of Kings beat effing Elden Ring today. All caps. Congratulations, King of Kings. And then presumably Morgan says, congrats, what kind of build we talking? And he apparently did a strengthened magic weapon Falling Star Bistro.
Oh, interesting.
That thing. If I can beat the game, James can too.
All right.
Don't put yourself down, King of Kings. I'm sure. I mean,
Great video. This is the third 555. Great video waiting for James, don't effing curse. Always remember the effing wise expression. Effing cursing is an effing sign of effing
Did
weak
you
mind.
just quote
Do
PCU?
you freaking
Yeah, I
feel
did.
me? Huh?
Sorry, nothing.
I don't know what Zach. I was talking, so I couldn't hear what you said. but
My
I will-
apologies. I should not have interrupted. I'm sorry.
All right, then we'll move on, I guess. James, you went through, and this is through all the trouble last episode to get the Godskin prayer book, but you didn't inspect it to see what to do with it. Unless you did off camera, you should do that. Regardless, great video, guys. Yeah,
Did
I
you
need
inspect it?
to. I guess probably not. What
No.
happens is I'll find something at the end of one video, and then a week later have a list like I have right now. Go to East of the War Master's shack to get a shield. Will be the first thing I do. But now I'm gonna write down check that book. So let me do that. Check.
Can you show me where the campus is?
Can you blow me where the Pampers is?
That man directed Lion King.
And Marvel movies, right?
Right. But I was most recent
Yeah.
one. I think is the Lion King film.
With his little
Oh, no.
dreads. I should find
Oh
the-
God, yeah. What is
Yeah.
his name in that? It's a pretty great name.
He's
Jeremy
like-
Piven, David Spade. Sorry, off topic.
TJ Slusher then says, "You want to know how to beat the dragon jabs? It's kind of simple. Maybe so simple you wouldn't even think it. Now I'm gonna give you this for free. Feel free to share it with others and keep any profit. Don't let it hit you." I like that. Don't get hit. Then we have Dark Page saying, I'm starting to think James doesn't like you, Morgan. I'm sorry, Morgs. We like you. I love him. I love Morgan.
Prove it.
All right.
Show me
me
through
come
your
over to your
actions, not through your words.
I'll show you through my actions at your house.
You. You'll show through my actions at my house?
Uh-huh.
Get your head out of the gutter.
I feel like
Yeah, I
this is
just
coming
wanted to
back
bring
onto
you
the
a
chlamydia
cake.
conversation again, and I don't think this is the time or the place.
Oh,
Dark
this
Page.
conversation's gonorrhea.
Nice. Dark Page says, beautiful sequence, James, 2518. I think it must be me doing a really good combo.
Yeah, most likely.
2518.
So I'd go to like 25.5.
Yeah, who could be shooting you in the
yeah.
back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought we
lost
saw
this
this
all day.
before.
One?
No, I don't think we've seen this
No.
one. Maybe he makes it this time.
Oh, no. I'm
I think
getting
this
my
is the
ass
same
handed.
bit that we saw
This is
before.
the
Yeah,
same-
it is. I just
You're
love
right.
watching it.
It's quite funny.
That's not a beautiful sequence. Vincent then says, little comment. Well, thank you, Vincent. It's the little ones that build up into big snowball comments.
Like Ken Eric's,
not
which we
everybody
missed,
has
which
to be
says,
Almano Mike.
Oh god. I think we missed Ken Eric, did we? Which says dragons are generally easier on horseback. Those sweeping attacks
So-
with the tail can be jumped over with the old trusty torrent.
That
Torrent is
that's
your
helpful
horse, by
information.
the way.
If it's not a shield block, James doesn't want to hear it.
Then Vincent said little comment, and then Rhythmic says, "Wait, so James reads the comments from Patreon before he records the next video?" Well, typically it depends on if I get a chance. If I'm uploading a video and I see there's comments in an unreleased video, I will read through them. But it is better habit if Morgan's willing to read the comments to me as we start. I think it's nice and fresh. We get to hear it. It keeps it right on the top of my mind.
But
as
we're only doing
recording.
that if you're not in fan mail.
Yes.
I'm not gonna read you all the comments that we just read.
But I'd like it. I'd like to hear you read
Sure,
it.
you'd love it.
El
Okay.
Scorcho then says, "I'm glad to hear and even inspired by you're taking workout classes, Morgan. Keep up the good work."
Oh man, they're the worst.
Which reply would you like?
I think glad you like them is the best.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the message is for Morgan, but that's fine.
Yeah, glad you like them is the best.
Glad you
I was able to find the best worst answer.
like
Nice strings. Don't forget, dragons can be poisoned and bled. You got this. I believe in James Heaney. And then Ava. Don't worry about watching until the end of the video. It was funny. James, you could just jump on the horse and grab the key and get out or use stealth, but you seem to like to aggro everything so much. You can come back to that dragon later.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yes.
That's pretty smart AI.
What a weird thing for it to say.
Ridiculous.
Then Spartan says, "There's no way James is getting this in under 1,000 deaths. The amount of time he just ignores what Morgan's is saying to live out whatever weird fantasies going uncountable at this point. He doesn't even let Morgan finish his sentences half the time and will just fill in the details while he talks over him. Then wonder why he's having such a hard time finding or understanding things. I'd like to try to give advice and such, but I don't think the main problem is technical skill and understanding mechanics, but instead the main problem is due to an issue of knowing the difference between listening to something and actually retaining and analyzing it. I'm hoping for the best for y'all, but man, sometimes it gets hard to watch." Oh. Challenge accepted. I mean, I've only got 260 something deaths. I think I'm doing pretty good.
You think that whole comment was about you getting it under 1,000 deaths?
Yes. The whole comment is saying
You
that
know-
if I don't listen correctly, I won't be able to do it.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I'll take the comment off the screen. You now need to tell us the information you just analyzed and retained.
To see if he got it.
See if you understood
got it.
Okay. Steve the Ghost says, "Holy shnikes, James is finally two-handing the clawmark seal."
It took a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
is
Audrey.
pretty crazy. See, I retained that knowledge.
It only took
It's
like 8
still hard to
videos.
believe. It's still hard to believe that two-handing it really makes a difference, but it does.
Do you remember what the difference is?
The extra hand.
And that gives you
More strength because the claw mark scales in strength.
it makes you stronger. Okay.
Yeah.
Which reply would
Yeah,
you
but
like,
it-
James?
Oh yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Grab the loot, run like stink, job done. If you roll too early, it doesn't work. If you roll too late, that doesn't work either. A true Dark Souls adage. Thanks, James. That's going in my pre-boss fight pep talk. Okay. Kamikaze, serious question. Do Jawas say Utuni or Ohini? Oh,
I think it's the latter.
it is the latter.
Yeah.
1759, but not a single one in the knee,
Something like that, right?
which must be pointed out as only an expert could have that outcome. I got hit with a whole bunch of arrows and they were sticking all through my chest, but not through the knee.
You didn't take an arrow to the knee.
I thought I was gonna sneeze.
Kamikaze Ice then says, James stops moving and it should be quiet. Oops, knocked my headphone. With those headphones, you can even hear that sound. I meant it came from in-game, not listening via YouTube. Asking for a friend possibly suffering from either hearing loss or someone who subjects their ears to abuse. Stop moving and it should be quiet. With those headphones, can you even hear that sound? I mean, from when you were in-game, not re-listening via YouTube video. I have no idea.
Well, let's hear what the sound is.
Well, I'm guessing what you're saying is like there was some kind of silent, very quiet noise that would kind of clue you into something approaching or something like that. What was it?
Yeah.
32,
32,
35.
35.
So I guess he's asking, can you hear like very quiet sounds?
Yeah, I'm hearing it now, and I think I referenced here. Maybe
Okay.
when they were watching it, they couldn't hear it.
So
Well,
it's
you
like
shall
that
react to it in game.
Yeah, that.
I think
glistening
I'm
sound.
looking for in this video. I'm looking for where the sound's coming from.
No, you're looking for a way up. You're
Oh.
looking for where the sound's coming from when you're already up top. And
But
you can-
in all fairness, we do drop the volume of the game a lot lower when we're playing, so we can hear each other clearly. Because it's already difficult sometimes to hear each other.
There we go. Here he comes with the excuses.
So he can hear it just fine on a YouTube stream, which has been turned right down, but he can't hear it
In game, there's too much stuff going on. The adrenaline is pumping. I get it.
Mm-hmm. I can't say anything. I used to do that kind of shit all the time. Kamikaze is 30, 32, 35. Oh no, we read that one. Demi-humans, denizens. Why not become a Denny-humans? Denny-humans?
Denny humans.
Humizins. 3930, Heaney and the crone sitting in a tree. Wait, they touching wands. Yeah, you make out with that chick for a long time.
Yeah, I know. James invests more faith in his shield than in his character. You could have an epic fight with these dragons, but it's very easy to loop them. Get on a horseback, stay far enough away, trigger their breath attack. The moment they start to breathe attack animation, hopefully you'll understand how it looks after a few times. You rush them, obviously avoiding the stream of fiery murder death. And then you get your free 2 to 4 attacks and repeat. Weapons that do bleed or frost damage are preferable since both do static % damage of enemy HP as damage. Since James is so adept at math, explanation. The more HP an enemy has, the more bleed damage or frost will do. That's great. I did not realize that, especially not about. And then Isaac Sims brings us to a close with, "Hey guys, this was a great video, as were the last few. I missed you, James. We all did. I'm glad that you're liking the demi-humans or denizens, as Morgie wrongly likes to say." I think it's
Wait, that's
That's
James's call.
But I like to throw him under the bus. I hated pestering you over and over about it, but they were too good early game for me to let you miss them. Dragon advice. Generally, my opinion for these dragons is to fight them horseback. Many people have said it. However, I'm unsure, as it seems very difficult to poke on a horseback. It's not a very wide sweep like my ultra greatsword has. Stay away from his breath, get in close and try and hit him in the head, and he will go down and you'll learn his moveset. It's the same as any other dragon. General build advice, it seems like, James, you're trying to pull a full-blown turtle faith. If that's the case, I highly recommend using a larger shield, possibly a great shield. It will allow you to turtle more effectively and attack with your pike. You need to focus more exclusively on the 100% physical damage negation stat and the stat that governs how much stamina is lost when blocking an attack. Morgan can help you with that. For example, I currently run the best shield in the game, and I lose no stamina whatsoever when blocking attacks, and 0 damage gets through. I just smash them with my giant sword, and then it's an opening when there's an opening. The same applies to bosses. Also, there are some great faith weapons later in the game that you have yet to get, and I will try to make sure you don't miss them. General life advice? Always keep your head up no matter what you do. You're both beautiful people, and as long as you believe that and carry your head high, people will continue to gravitate to you in droves. You guys are the best. Genuinely love you guys. Also super proud of you for getting back in the gym, Big Borgs. It sucks hard getting back into it at first, but once your body gets acclimated, it goes so much smoother. Make sure not to bum yourself out. Exercise only matters if you can continue it. We want you both healthy as possible so we can get to watch your old crusty selves making videos through the age 100. Comedy advice? This ain't it, Morgs. 4210.
Oh no. Did I do a bad joke? For the gym, I was expecting myself to go like 4 days a week, and I can really only do 2 at this point, but I will keep upping the ante as I go.
I think it was 4210, wasn't it? Yeah.
I do.
Every time I poo with you, turn around.
Wait, I don't know. Everybody laughed.
I think that's pretty funny. I think it's pretty funny. Isaac Sims spot on, but I disagree with him. No.
Yeah, Isaac, I know you're new here.
Unsuspect.
If you could just do us the courtesy next week of splitting your comment up into 15 to 20 smaller comments, that would be much appreciated.
No.
More timestamps.
No.
Yeah, we need more time. Yeah, more timestamps, please, at the start of all comments. And then, yeah, no, I'm only joking, of course. In fact, putting them as one big comment with a single timestamp is much easier on me administratively than 56 comments.
Whatever Elmono Mike's doing. You're trying to ruin your life.
Okay, 1510. This is Resident Evil Part 8. I do really good in this video also. Amazing J says at 1510, if you press the E button a second time during any point in the door animation, you kick the door in. I've already read this comment and I love it. It knocks enemies on the other side back. It gives you a much better chance of reacting before them. Yeah, I will start doing that. I don't know if that was told to us earlier, but I don't know if I'll ever forget that comment.
Is that the same in Resident Evil 5? Because I remember doing that in Resident Evil 5.
I don't know if I did it that often. I think I did learn it in Resident Evil 5, but I forgot it real quick.
Where'd Zach
Amazing
go?
Jays then goes on to say bottle caps from winning the shooting game are just like arcade tokens and don't serve any other purpose. Once you have enough to trade them in after the end of your game to get pestas as a reward, I think the shooting range gives you a max of 6 bottle caps. So we kind of wasted time on that.
I think that says pesetas,
James?
right? Which is currency, I think.
The currency that's in the game. And then Amazing Jays brings another comment. I'm sorry, was I interrupting?
Nope. Carry on.
Oh, now he's hypersensitive. Wow.
Well, I mean,
okay.
I was just going to say pesetas is a real currency. Well, it was a real currency. I don't think they use it anymore, but
Pitas?
potatoes.
Potatoes. So Amazing Jays then says, since you missed the comment in the earlier fan mails, nearly every weapon in the game has a special exclusive effect that magically unlocks. Once you get so the pistol will shoot through 5 enemies instead of just 1 if we thing maxed out in the leveling. Additionally, the base shotgun has an exclusive effect causing it to do the same amount of damage from any range. Oh wow, I did not see this. I must not have expanded it. Once you've purchased the final upgrade stat. Even though the merchant is again offering you better weapons right now in terms of base stats, the game still rewards you if you want to max out the earlier weapons. It usually takes at least one more run of NG Plus to amass enough gold to upgrade all of your favorite weapons completely. Also, from what I recall, when you sell a gun to the merchant, he pays you an additional amount of money equal to half the cost of the money you spent upgrading it. But if you try to buy it back from him later, it will have lost all of the upgrades you put into it. But selling is sometimes necessary, as you probably will never have enough money to justify owning every gun. Yeah. Oh, enough inventory to justify owning every gun. That's true. So then we could scroll a little further, and we got Pelagius bringing some trivia for us. I'll be watching it, boy. More trivia. The script mentioned a scrapped castle version of RE4 saw new life in the game called Haunted Grounds. In the Japanese market, it was called Demento. Probably yet another heavy metal band already registered an IP name under that, like it was with Biohazard. That's why you're playing a game called Resident Evil in the US.
I enjoy Pill's trivia on the Resident Evil videos.
Me too.
They're quite interesting.
Little game history, little gun history, the whole deal. Steve the Ghost 1505. I thought I was going to have a stroke watching James repeatedly run by the shotgun ammo sitting on the chair in plain sight.
I did eventually pick it up, I hope. But I actually don't even need to see the clip. I remember the room. That was felt like I was cheating and watching them all come in, and there was shotgun shells on the chair behind me, I believe. So then Simon DG says, that bolt action rifle is honestly trash. The semi-automatic rifle is much better because it doesn't need to reload between each shot. The bolt action rifle also can be fit with a thermal scope, which is going to be very useful for certain parts later on. Well, I thought we were almost done with this game. But
First time using a mouse, Danny?
Well, no, because it's Arabic, it's written left to right, so it's actually very difficult to select with the mouse.
It says but I just translated it.
I did translate it the other day, so I roughly know what it says. It's basically saying that they had a hard time with this game, and they originally played it in 240p rather than 4K.
Funny, because Morgan said he just translated it, but you were gonna just.
Well, I was.
I haven't translated it, but I want to give a general idea of what I think it says.
Yeah, let's all give it a shot, okay?
Right.
No,
I see
the number 4, 240.
Well, no, I wasn't giving it a shot. I actually translated it the other day, is what I was trying to say. But, you carry on, Zach.
Do you have it written down? Do you have it translated right now? Because Morgan has it translated right now.
That's why I said, go ahead, Morgan, you read it out. But, I mean, we're not even there yet. So, I mean,
The best game I've finished is a lot, but I didn't play with the highest difficulty. I die quickly. At the time, the TV had a resolution of 240, but then I watched 4K.
Mm-hmm. But we skipped gamerworld.net. Loving the stash, Morgan. It's been too long without it. If I was there, I'd stroke it myself. Now we've got mustache synergy.
Oh, nice. Wait. Okay.
You and me. Or do you still have the mustache? What are you looking like today?
Oh, you know the website where you can see Zach? You can also see me on that website.
Just gonna say, newsflash. The only one who
So that-
can't be seen is Danny,
Yeah, he
unless you're
stays
watching a
hidden.
stream. Yeah.
He stays in hidden mode.
So we have to have like 4 things going
Well,
on just so we can
You're
see
using
each
your
other.
dual monitors, right, James?
Yeah, I am, but both of the monitors are showing the same thing.
I have my
could go in
Matrix
there.
set up. There's 6 monitors, I think. 2 Pornhub,
Yeah.
Res
You're
ears,
going at all times.
all time. Actually, I've been told to stop doing it because I'm in the office. Come on. Don't come into my room or office space.
Oh, Steve the Ghost says I did not pick up those shotgun shells, at least not before I died.
Oh no.
But I remember seeing it. Maybe it was in the editing room.
Well,
They were.
that is fan mail again for another week.
So we made it to to the end of fan mail. That's wonderful. And there's not too much snarkiness. We took a couple bites at each other, but I don't think any of us are losing too much blood.
What?
Huh?
You said you had some tough comments this week, James. How does it feel?
It feels not so bad. I mean, it feels probably about the same as the usual. Same as usual.
Yeah. I mean,
I
no
feel
one
like-
called you an unfunny chunt, so you're doing pretty good.
You really? That's like 3 weeks ago. And you're still feeling bad about that.
Someone called you an unfunny chunt?
Yeah.
That seems
it.
very hurtful. Who would say that to you?
I think it's really funny.
Oh.
That's why I keep bringing it up, because it's very funny.
Was it Aaron, though? Who said it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an Aaron?
It was her YouTube account. She commented on it.
Oh, yeah.
So announcements again. I'm starting Hades tomorrow morning. Danny and I will start our GameFront Wrestling League. Probably won't come out till next week, so don't get too excited. We're gonna probably record next weekend, and then we'll have videos all week. James and I are going to record for the rest of the day today.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have anything other streams or anything planned for the weekend?
Oh, we've dropped the ball lately. I mean, it's my fault.
Do not say we.
I dropped.
You can't say we and then
listen. We're a team.
someone need. Oh, okay. Well, sometimes it feels like this team is a little one-sided here.
What do you mean? Come on.
I don't know. We showed up to the paintball match and you're wearing like bright fuchsia, and I've got the actual military garb on. Like,
well,
ready to hide.
I thought you'd be able to see where I am easier if I was wearing bright
That's
colors.
true. Oh, Danny! Hey, Danny!
That's how that works. Yeah.
Perfect decoy.
That's why I bring an arrow on with me as well, so you can.
I've been playing Sniper Elite 5, and I've killed Hitler twice.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Pretty satisfying. Oh, what? Was that a request? I didn't know that was out there from you.
Yeah, I've been trying to get that guy.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? He's squirrely little fucker. Hey, is your Xbox avatar or whatever the gamer icon from Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, the little skull.
Oh yeah. See, you kind of dressed like a pirate right now. Is that in the hat? What's up with that kind of style of hat?
I'm a biker. I got it at
Like
7-Eleven.
a motorcycle biker?
Yep.
Or like a bicyclist, like one ball dude.
First one.
Okay.
A bandana and a mustache could pass for a number of things. Like, you could argue pirate.
Well, you kind of look like a chef at in the back of Denny's or something, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
you could argue chef.
Short order chef, just scrambling some vegan eggs, some Just Egg.
Too bad for James. Hitler is his best friend.
What? Yeah. What? Well, I mean, as a self-confessed fascist, that would make sense.
Awkward.
Geez.
Wow, how do we walk James into that firing squad?
I don't know. I'm just glad I didn't have anything to say beforehand because I can always.
There's states here that have the firing squad as a legit execution method, right?
Yeah. I feel like recently someone
chose to.
It's still on the books, and somebody requested it, and then like, no, we're not gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
No, I thought they did do it. When you compare it to the lethal injection and how atrociously bad that's gone, I think that you should be able to choose however you want to die.
Yeah, you think though that they have it like an automated
No.
kind of thing. We have so many things automated that like, why does a person still have to pull the trigger? Because it's still like dudes doing it, from what I understand. Like there's 5 guys all given, maybe yours
Yeah.
has the bullet, maybe it doesn't, but make sure to aim for that sweet spot.
I mean, we shouldn't be doing it at all, but South Carolina court blocks planned execution by firing squad.
Oh, they
That's from
blocked it?
April of 2022, yeah.
That's crazy.
They fucking Wonder Woman that bullet. It's just
I mean, with the caveats that I don't believe in the death penalty, and with the second caveat that you shouldn't force someone to be killed by firing squad. If you were in the situation where you had to be killed, and you did get a choice of your execution method, and you did pick to die by firing squad, I think fair enough. That's as these
I almost
things
would
go.
say if you're gonna pick it, then go for it. Like jump out of an airplane with no parachute.
This is what I'm saying. Like if you're going to die by I'd want the full regalia. I'd want them. Yeah, well, I mean, I'd want the full like death by firing. I'd want them with the marching band, doing the whole and all that stuff.
I
And
just
then
want to be put in the snow, I guess. Isn't that the most peaceful way to go?
well, I mean,
yeah,
potentially,
maybe.
You just kind of fall asleep.
Fall asleep, freezing to death.
Yeah, just like
apparently you go a bit crazy.
Very peaceful.
Apparently you go a bit crazy and think you're really hot, and then take all your clothes off and run around naked first, and then you fall asleep in the snow.
So now we know Danny's real goal is to get everyone to see him naked
in the middle of the Arctic. No one wants to see that.
I know. Right?
Nobody wants to see that.
Not an Audi.
Well, I think that's the best wrap up we could have really asked for today.
James has got to go. He's got pizza in the oven. Bye, everyone.
Yep.